Hello everyone, this is my reaction to last Friday's Star Citizen Live Q&A, FPS in Alpha 3.23.
Talk to us about Sniper Glint. Why is it there? How does it work? Who will see it?
Sniper glint occurs when a sniper is in aim down sight and they are aiming at you at a specific angle. So imagine if we say that target A is sniper and sniper is here, the target is here. It won't matter necessarily what your angle is, it matters what the sniper's angle is. And we're primarily doing that based upon what you imagine FOV of the player, right? They have like a cone in front of them, and that determines whether you can see the glint or not.
I get it. Star Citizen is a game, they want us to be able to fight snipers, but this is another very gamey, very artificial, very arcade quote-unquote solution, and there could be much better ways to deal with this.
This is primarily done because of how powerful snipers are in the persistent universe, and if you're injured at all and you're wearing a heavy helmet, they can just one-tap you in the head, and the cost of death is very punishing.
How about making cost of death less punishing? I absolutely hate it that we lose our items on death. Yeah, full loot PvE, PvP in an MMO is something that rarely ever works, and only a very few hardcore games are doing this. Before 3.15 we didn't lose our items on death, but you had to claim your ship, you had to wait for the claim timer, and you had to fly back. Even if you own multiple ships, this is already quite a bit of punishment. I don't need to lose my items on death. Oh, and of course it's getting much worse. We will get death of a spaceman with perma-death.
How does this work at night?
Regardless of lighting conditions, the glint is there.
Are you serious?
I was joking and made comments on Spectrum and on my YouTube channel that most likely we will see the sniper glint even when it's overcast and at night, and now CRG is doing exactly this. You cannot make this up. 10 out of 10, Chris.
Do any of these changes to scopes fix the issue of armor clipping into the sights, or is that simply an armor issue?
We are investigating this. It is sadly an armor issue. When we go into ADS, then our armor clips in due to animation because we're not bringing the weapon to our eyes. We're looking into that, and we're planning on releasing for 3.23 a temporary fix for this. It's not final yet. We're looking into other options to make it a permanent good solution, because the current solution has a few not so pretty things about, or a few issues. In the future there will be the perfect no clipping, hopefully. I will look into that.
Typical for CRG, another non-answer. In the future there will be a solution that will be perfect. Yeah, sure, you only have to wait another 10 or 20 years. What I never understand is Chris seems to be so proud of his animations, so proud of how the game looks, but there are so many issues with animations, so many things are clipping into each other, so many animations are teleporting you to start position and then you're starting to climb up a ladder. Why not just go for an easier animation setup? Because what you're doing, Chris, is very complicated, takes a lot of manpower, a lot of time, and at the end it still doesn't look halfway realistic.
Are there plans for more grenade types?
Yes, we have a lot of grenade types already prototyped, some of them or implemented some of them for Squadron. The basic FPS types or FPS grenade types that you know, smokes, flashes and whatnot. And from there on we're gonna move on to the more sci-fi things and other FPS devices as well.
This answer is exactly the reason why I hardly ever watched Star Citizen Live in the past. In the future, we are planning, we want to. Once again, this looks like a few people who want to make a space game. They are just starting out, they are brainstorming. I don't get any vibes of a $671 million project in year 12. No, none at all.
the multi-tool and everything, are there thoughts about giving them batteries and stuff as well?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're open to ideas of everything that can be battery-wise. Absolutely, could be charged up. Yeah.
Of course, this is a Chris Roberts game. There will be batteries for everything because the game has to be as tedious as possible. On the other hand, maybe we can then finally turn off the lights, the silly, stupid lights on our armors. I'm looking very forward to hit the off switch.
Asked if there's been any thought about large weapons that may actually need a friend to reload.
Not on our radar at the minute. But you know, that's what we have ships for, right? The good team gameplay. But yeah, not on our radar. No, nothing to comment on for now.
Translation: we haven't thought about this yet. We are only in year 12. Give us more time. How about another 12 years? Helldivers 2, for example, has this mechanic. When you have a second guy, you can reload big weapons, or you can reload big weapons much quicker, which works perfectly well in Helldivers 2.
Will we have any reason to use laser attachments on our weapons with the new dynamic crosshair?
Yeah, obviously. There's other weapons which you might not want to wear a combat helmet, or other situations where you might not want to wear a combat helmet. Like we have these environmental suits, and in these scenarios you might want to wear a weapon or a tool and equip a laser pointer to it to know where you're aiming at.
Is there a possibility we could see ballistic shields in the future?
Yes, there is a possibility. I actually worked on the ballistic shield. We have it for Squadron. We are not sure when we bring this to the PU, but it's there.
When zooming in with the scopes, the whole screen outside of the scope zoomed in as well. But will this be corrected so that only the image inside the scope is zoomed in?
So this is a technical limitation, basically. So a lot of games, what they do is they have a separate render layer for the weapons, which is obviously why we go to, when you go to a corner or something, holding a gun out, we do that because the gun would clip through otherwise. So it is a technical limitation currently, but we are working on alleviating that. We've seen a lot of feedback.
We are working on it. We are making it less obvious by making the outside view blurry. Yeah, how about just saying our engine is very, very, very old and very outdated by now?
So binoculars is something that has come up a lot in discussions recently, and it's one of those things that it's on the list of gadgets.
So maybe there's hope we are getting binos in the next years. And of course, those binos will have glint too. Yeah.
What ammo variants have you been looking at, if any?
Okay, this was really strange. This guy spent more than 2 minutes to answer this question, and all he talked about was laser and plasma guns. How about ballistics? How about armor-piercing rounds? How about hollow point rounds? How about API, armor-piercing incendiary? I guess CRT hasn't done any work on this yet. No thoughts spent.
Will it be possible to equip weapons with civilian clothes?
Yeah, hopefully. It's something we're currently working on.
Okay, I sound like a broken record. I told you, I hardly ever watched Star Citizen Live in the past. Once again, we are looking into this, we are thinking about this. Why can't you use a sniper rifle, a backpack with civilian clothes? Because CRG has this silly concept of item ports. You have to wear body armor to get an item port to wear a backpack. This is a really bad system. It's totally backwards. And once again, this will bite you in the ass, CRG.
A slide mechanic.
Yeah, so sliding won't be in 323, but in general, I've seen a lot of causing concern around this potentially being very arcadey, and obviously we don't want that to be the case. It's primarily a thing that is used to get into cover.
This is what CRG showed us last year, CitizenCon. Of course, it was totally arcadey, it was totally impossible, but now it turns out it was also totally faked because CRG hasn't done any work on this yet. So someone made this video just for CitizenCon.
It's all fake.
I hope you found this interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. And using matte pen. Okay. Yeah, This animation needs some help. Let's see if we survive. But this animation. Oh yeah. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.